Do you want to make money while you sleep? Of course you do. That's what we call passive income. And in this video, we're going over 3 easy ways to make passive income starting right now as a total beginner. You can literally open up a separate tab on your computer or multitask on your phone. If you got iPhone, too bad, you can't really do that. But either way, pay attention to this video. You will literally make money watching this video, and there's no course I'm selling you at the end. There's no catch to this. All I ask is you drop a like. That helps me out, helps the channel grow, helps spread the video. So that's what I want in return. But I'm gonna tell you, just dumping everything from my brain on these 3 forms of passive income. Just off the cuff, I'm gonna tell you what I know, how to do it for total beginners. If I was a beginner and I wanted to start these 3 streams today, here's what I would do. So the first stream is dividend stocks. For those that don't know, dividend stocks are companies that pay people money for owning them. You buy a dividend stock on the stock market, and I'm sure most of you know what the stock market is, but just in case you don't know, it's a huge market. There's a supermarket you go to, you buy groceries, right? So you go to the stock market to buy stocks. What's a stock? A stock is a piece of a company. So plenty of big name companies like McDonald's, Johnson & Johnson, Tesla, Apple, Facebook, they're all in the stock market, and every single day on open days, Monday through Friday, when the market's open, they're trading at certain prices because certain people want to buy and sell it at a certain price, and that determines the stock price of whatever stock you're buying. So without getting too complicated with this, we're talking about the passive income part here. So certain companies pay dividends. These are companies like McDonald's, J&J, and not companies like Tesla or Facebook. So you have to pay attention to which companies pay this. But for most beginners, if I had to not do any work from here, I'm gonna give you the shortcut answer. Just, I don't wanna do any work. SPHD. This is an index fund that holds plenty of dividend stocks and manages it for you. And then it pays you, the shareholder, a dividend. So now you have all this diversification. You don't have to do any work. You just sit back, never manage it, and collect dividends. If you want to go one step above and do a little bit more work, this is where you buy the individual company. And I think most people should do this because we all have, you and I, have special knowledge in certain companies, whatever it is in your day-to-day life. I know you know more about certain companies than other people. You have an advantage, a slight edge, whether you're going to I'm just going to use McDonald's because it's so common, we all know what it is. You're going to McDonald's and you're noticing, wow, the lines are larger, their new menu, they made the Travis Scott burger, man, they're making a lot more money now. Maybe it's a good time to invest in McDonald's, and you look at their stock price, it's not that expensive, it's going down, but you see the lines at McDonald's, maybe I'll buy some. Regardless, whatever price you buy the stock doesn't matter. What matters is when you own it, they're going to pay you, whether it's every month, every quarter, semi-annually, or annually, a dividend. And the key here is to make sure these are good, high, profitable companies. I could make this video 2 hours, and I'm keeping it very easy for beginners. I'm going to tell you this. This is what you want to write down. Dividend Aristocrats. Look into these companies. These are companies that have been paying a dividend for at least 25 years straight and increasing their dividend amount every single year. So if they've been paying a dividend for 25 years straight and consistently increasing it, they're more likely going to keep doing this. And then there's Dividend Kings that have been doing it for 50 plus years. I'm going to tell you right here, one of my favorite dividend stocks is Johnson & Johnson. Another one is McDonald's. Another one is 3M. If I had to rank top 3 dividend stocks that I like, that I think are reliable, that are also aristocrats, they fit my checklist, those are my top 3. So there you go. It doesn't mean to copy me. It doesn't mean to go out and buy those exact dividend stocks. That's just something to get inspiration from, right? This is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. This is what I do. I'm sharing the stocks that I like. You choose your own stocks. I can't tell you what stocks to buy. So that's the first form of passive income. If you have any questions, comment down below. You want to know more about dividend stocks. Who's that guy? John D. Rockefeller. There's a quote. I'm going to throw it up on here. One of the greatest pleasures is receiving a dividend. He couldn't be any more right than that. That's awesome. You literally you own the company. You sit back. You're an owner. You're part of the chairman. You're part of the board of directors. You're literally an owner of the company. You'll get emails saying, hey, come to our meetings, blah, blah, blah. All right. Passive income number 2. This is peer-to-peer lending. There's websites. I'm gonna pull out my computer for this and probably just turn on the screen recording. But basically here you lend people money. Let's see. Let me put on my screen recording. How do I put this down? I don't want to show my too much information. Let me hide this. Let me turn on record. Move this stuff. All right. There we go. Let's go to browse listings first. Hold up. The beautiful thing about editing is I can just cut this part and cut myself into the screen. Okay, we had troubleshooting issues with the Prosper website, but now it's back up. Let's rewind. Let me just explain everything again. Peer-to-peer lending. That's number 2. What is that? This is where you lend money directly to someone else. So instead of the bank going out there and sending a loan out to someone for 10-20% interest rate and making money off of it, while using your money in the savings account and giving you 0.03%, you get your money and you can loan it directly to multiple people. This isn't just one person that you find on here that says, hey, I need 10 grand, let me borrow it. And you risk lending. I would never lend to just one person that amount of money. You take on a bunch of tiny loans with $25 each. That's it, just $25, a bunch of different loans. That way you're diversified. Like a couple of them default, who cares? You just lost $25. As long as the majority pay it off, and that interest should make up for the people that defaulted and even more and give you your profit. So far I've made a 12.5% annualized return. I'm turning on the screen recorder right now. All right, so the screen recording is on now, finally. I don't know how to get used to this. We're browsing some listings now. We're on prosper.com. There's Prosper and Lending Club in the United States. And I don't know about the other countries, but I know there's a good one in the UK. I can't think of it off the top of my head. If you're in the UK watching this, comment it down below for the other people to see. So right here, let's browse through. I'm sharing the screen on. Hopefully you guys can see with me over my shoulder. B, D, A, these are the grades. So A is obviously the best, or double A is the safest, and HR, or I think it's D. I don't know, I think there's one worse than D. It's D or HR. That's like the highest risk, the worst one. We want D's and HRs and C's. We don't want the A's and B's. Why? Because they're only offering 9.7%. 15%, hey, that's actually pretty decent for a B grade. That's actually pretty good. Wow, I didn't expect that. But they're not offering great interest. We want 20% or more, because to take on the risk, we want a high percentage interest rate. So let's look at this D guy, actually. Home improvement. So he wants $25,000 and he wants the loan for 5 years. So he won't pay it off for 5 years with a rate of 24%. That's good, because 5 years is a longer duration with a high interest rate. You're going to make a lot of money on interest if this guy or girl pays off their loan on time and doesn't default, hopefully. So what I look for first is their credit profile. We want to look at this. Their rating is D, but let's find out why. So their FICO score, 680 to 699. That's not bad. They don't have any current delinquencies. Good. Public records, not available. Delinquencies in the last 7 years, 2. Okay, they've had delinquencies. Inquiries in the last 6 months, 1. That's fine. First credit line, 2013. 8 years now. We're in 2021, 8 years. 15 credit lines. Total credit lines, 32 credit lines. Revolving credit balance, $6,000. Utilization, 27%. Okay. A little high, but not really. That's fine, 27%. I actually like this one. This person's employed, 2 years and 4 months. They make over 6 figures, and they're a computer programmer. That's a pretty steady job. Actually, I like this loan. This is something I would probably invest in. So he wants his $25,000, or he or she. It's 73% funded. There's $6,600 left. So I can go here and invest anywhere between $25,000 and the full $6,600. I don't have any available cash right now. I could deposit more money into this account if I really wanted to invest in this. I have $10 available, and that's because my money is automatically being invested all the time into my criteria. I have a special filter I go over. It's going to be too long to explain everything in this video. We're spending a lot of time on this form of passive income, but if you want to know what exactly my criteria is, what I put on my filter, so when I'm not here physically picking out loans, what my machine, I guess, on the platform does for me, watch this video. I'll put a card up if I remember. If I don't, just look me up, Zachary Lade, P2P, and watch the old one with it's like a matrix logo on the thumbnail. I think that's all we need to go over as far as P2P lending. It's very interesting. If you guys are interested in that, make sure to watch that video I made. I go over it more. And if you have questions, comment them down below. I'm going to try to answer everybody's questions in the comments. The last, do I need to screen record this? No, I don't. All right, screen recording's off. Passive income number 3 is real estate, and it's not what you think. It's not going out and buying properties and renting them out, which is, I know a lot of people say it's passive income, but I don't think it is, because you have to physically go and buy this property, and a tenant can call you, the toilet can go bad, there could be termites, all those things, and you have to go fix it. And yes, you can hire a property manager, but the stress of paying a property manager, and then sometimes the manager will have to call you, and I don't know. I don't consider it fully passive like the other ones. I wouldn't say it's easy or for beginners. What I'm talking about is real estate investment trusts. These are companies that go out and buy real estate on your behalf. They buy all these real estates and they get the profits and pass them down to the shareholders. So I'm going to tell you 2 of my favorite ones right now. I don't know if I should pull it up on the screen, or maybe I'll just pop up. I'll just tell you. Realty Income. That's the first one. This invests in commercial real estate like Walgreens, 7-Elevens, and they pay out a monthly dividend. They're also a Dividend Aristocrat. They've been paying for 25 years plus, steadily increasing it every single year. The second favorite real estate investment trust of mine is ESS, Essex Property. This is residential real estate. They own a bunch of apartments in California. Same idea. The tenants of these apartments pay them rent. They make the profits, pass it on to you, the shareholder. For most people, what I would say something good to buy is VNQ. This is an ETF, so it tracks a bunch of different REITs within this ETF and manages it for you. So let's see if I can screen record this actually, or I'll just screenshot this. Let me just screenshot this for you, because this will be good to just throw up on here. And so looking at the screenshot, you can see their 10 largest holdings within this ETF is Vanguard Real Estate Index Fund. Okay, so they have their own index fund in there. American Tower Corp, Prologis Inc., Crown Castle International, Equinix, Public Storage, which is a really good REIT to invest in, Digital Realty Trust, SBA Communications, Simon Property, another good one, Welltower. So it manages them for you in case any of these are going bad, going bankrupt. They'll throw it out of the ETF and they'll put something else in. So for those who want low stress, you can simply invest in VNQ. So those are the 3 passive income sources you could have started right now. And by the way, if you didn't go to the link in the description and get those free stocks, I don't know what's wrong with you. Get your free Robinhood stock. Get 4 free stocks on Webull. That's 5 total stocks. You can open these accounts, get your free stocks, sell them for cash, send it back to your bank, and use whatever brokerage you want. It doesn't matter. This is free money. I don't know why you're not going there, but if you're not, whatever. It's there if you want it. If you appreciate this video, whatever, like, blah, subscribe, all that good stuff. See you in one of these 2 videos right here. Personal finance, investing, whatever. And I'll talk to you then. Peace.